We live.
Oh,
Live.
we're live and direct.
Yeah, we just welcome. I don't know if anybody was sitting here just waiting and refreshing their page, but probably not. So we're going to give it a couple minutes because this is actually live. Hopefully, if you're coming to this pre recorded, you don't mind Carlos stuffing his face, but it's 5 o'clock in the East and he's probably wanting dinner, and we're
Yep,
just making him work a little bit longer.
exactly.
So, yeah, what kind of popcorn is that?
Heirloom.
Heirloom? So it's
hmm
just like what, like no salt, no butter? Is that what that
No,
means?
no, no. It's got salt and butter. It's
Oh,
heirloom kernels. They're like little.
oh, little kernels.
Yeah, it's some
Oh, like the
bougie popcorn.
tomatoes. Okay, I don't
No, those.
know.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about food. More of like a peanut butter and whatever else.
Why were you asking me about 10 base tea yesterday?
Because we had just finished up Simmer Room, and I was explaining to people how in a past life you were like this really dope rapper, and you actually cut records, and a bunch of folks and a bunch of folks were like, "Oh, how long was he here in the Bay?" And then it got in this conversation where I was like, "Yeah, actually, there's a video clip of him performing at DNA Lounge." So I was like, and I
Oh
wanted to
yeah.
go inside and get the record, but I just couldn't remember the name of the group for the life of me.
I think
Um,
Supernatural was the headliner for that event.
that's dope. And what I really like about that video clip is that the DJs were on cinder blocks. It was like, we're gonna do a hip hop show. You have in the '90s, you have to put DJs on cinder blocks.
Yeah.
uh,
Hi
but
everybody.
it was good. It
Welcome.
was good. We're just keeping the banter going as we wait for folks to log on for the
Sorry, we're a little late.
yeah, the
I had to
listening.
make some popcorn. But we got some dope music for you guys to check out.
We do, we
Because we,
do.
we get so much music and we can't release it all at once. So we've had some of these things for a minute. But there's some new things that we just signed. Just amazing music. We want to give you guys a little preview. Super excited.
Yeah. So, yeah, now that we got folks logging in, yeah, hang out with us for the next 30, 40, 50 minutes or so. We also have a special guest, which will be coming up in a second. But let's go ahead and get to some music. So, the first tune, we're super excited about this one, and we don't have a release date for it.
Oh, this is
We,
beautiful. We just got this
um,
cleared.
yes. So,
Abilona.
Abilona, a beautiful
Look at you with
song.
the graphics.
You like
Look at
that?
you. Look at
Hold on.
you.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Shazam. So Ezel needs like no Ocha introduction, but for those who are not familiar, Ezel's a longtime part of the family. His first album, Secreto, was an Ocha Records
Classic.
um, classic. And since then and even prior, Ezel is just like he's a musical whiz. He's a beautiful multi instrumentalist, a great engineer, great compositional ear, and he's just a sweet dude, just a really nice guy. Um, he's out in the DR and he's like just killing it. When I
The
met him, he
DR
was
DR is Dominican Republic for those who don't know.
yeah. When I met him, he was in New York, um, in a past life, I suppose. But yeah, this is a beautiful original take on an old song and a fantastic group. So here, and we don't have a release date, so you're just gonna get a
Yeah,
little
if you
taste
don't,
of it.
Abilona is a folkloric group out of Cuba. They do mostly Orisha chants and songs. And
And
Zell did a mix of one of their songs, a song for Orula, Orisha Orula. And it's sick. So we reached out to the label. We got cleared to put this out. Can't wait.
but you're gonna have to because we don't have a release date. So
What?
here, yes, so here we go. And if you are in the chat and you want to give me tell me if we need more volume or less volume, just give me a holler in the chat. I can see
Shout out to
you.
Stingray. Shout out to John.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Yeah.
I like it.
How you like that?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Um, yeah, it's you know why I really fucks with Ezel is because he always does roads correctly, in my opinion. In my one small humble opinion, for whatever that's worth.
You're a Rhodes junkie.
I'm a Rhodes junkie, and he always does it super correct, and that's why he's my dude. Okay, so now we're moving on to a special guest segment in the show. Um, we're bringing on my dude, originally from the Phoenix area of Arizona. He's like my quarantine buddy right now because he's been stuck in the Bay, and we've been we've been having a lot of fun talking, a lot of shop, making a lot of music and stuff. So and we did a fantastic record with this dude, a remix of one of his original songs on Ocha last year. So I'm really excited to bring him on to talk about some new Ocha stuff. Please put your virtual hands together for Q Violin. Bam!
There
Yeah,
he is.
yeah. What?
One of the most talented people I know.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Super proud of you, bro.
Thank you,
Yeah.
man. Good to see y'all. Good to
Have
see
some popcorn.
Carlitos. Oh, I'm all for that, bro.
Let me get some of that. Let me have some.
Virtually reach down and give me some papalitos.
Yeah, Sue, super
So
good
wait,
to see you, bro.
I want to understand the situation here because you live in Australia, right?
Yes, I've been living in Australia for the past 4 years,
And now
and
you're stuck in California.
I'm stuck in the States. I've been going in between Cali and AZ, with the family, and also taking advantage of reconnecting with the fams, with the crew. This is the longest, time I've been back since I've been going to Australia. So just trying to make the most of it because the borders are closed in Australia, so we can't go back until things chill the fuck out. So
Man, that's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah. So, okay, so since Q's here, or while he's been here, we were able to kind of like wrap this particular release up. So, this song's gone through some title changes and such, and it's it, and it's a pretty cool project. I'll let Q go ahead and talk about this project, and then I can give my like 2 cents since I'm a part of it. But go for it, Q.
Cool.
Tell him about what's going on.
So the original concept of this project was that I purposely wanted to reach out to my homies who were music producers and give them like just stems of vocals. There was no original song to this. There was just the melodic and percussive vocal elements of the concept that I had. So I just recorded the vocals raw as stems, and I sent it out to a handful of trusted colleagues and collaborators. And Coflo was one of them, and the homies from Oyobi, who are a really dope Afro electronic crew out of Sydney. They're the other ones, and we might have some other versions coming out in the future. So I really wanted to have something that they could really play with, as if they were doing a remix of original stems, but this is not a remix. This is an original composition. So that's pretty much the rundown.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So the title of the tune is called Cheguei. And why don't you tell them, because the song's in Portuguese, why don't you tell people what the song's talking about?
Yes. So the title of the song is called Cheguei, spelled with the X because typically it's spelled with the CH, but the X is a lot cooler. So Cheguei, Cheguei means I have arrived, and it's kind of like an affirmation, a spiritual prayer. It's done in Portuguese, and it's pretty much saying like I arrived and the circle began. Uh, cheguei na hora e a roda começou. So I arrived and the circle began. A brincadeira da galera tem valor. So the playfulness and the playing of my peoples has valor, is value. So it's kind of referring to dance, ritual, capoeira even, about the power in that is within these cultures of ritualistic dance and worship and all that stuff. And then the next line is Quiero mexer com a batida do tambor, means I want to move with the beating of the drum para receber o benção do meu Senhor, in order to receive the blessings of the higher power of my Creator. And then the second verse is Abre o caminho, me deixa passar. Open the path and let me pass. A vida boa eu vou encontrar. The good life I will encounter. O amor verdadeiro vai me inspirar. So a true love I'm inspired by true love, by real love. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar, and I will never stop, and I will always continue. So that's what the song talks about. Yeah. So it's pretty much that simple verse, but to me, it has so much, affirmation and power behind it that like a lot of my songs. It's my own, it's a mantra to myself to reaffirm my path and to reaffirm where I believe and where I faithfully, go, the direction that I push on, which is always in a direction of upliftment and inspiring of whoever's listening. That's my mission as a musician, as a performing artist, is to uplift and to inspire my community to greater heights, to become better in all facets of life, spiritual, mental, physical, social, community, all those things.
Dope.
So there you go. There it is.
Let's hear it.
So the first version that we're going to listen to is the Oyobi version. So there's two versions that we're releasing, the Oyobi version and the Coflo version. So here is the Oyobi version.
Shout out to DJ Paul Howard.
Chega na hora e a roda começou. A brincadeira da galera tem valor. Quero mexer com a batida do tambor para receber o benção do meu Senhor. Chega na hora e a roda começou. A brincadeira da galera tem valor. Quero mexer com a batida do tambor para receber o benção do meu Senhor. Abre o caminho, me deixa passar. A vida boa eu vou encontrar. O amor verdadeiro vai me inspirar. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar. Abre o caminho, me deixa passar. A vida boa eu vou encontrar. O amor verdadeiro vai me inspirar. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar. Chega na hora e a roda começou. A brincadeira da galera tem valor. Quero mexer com a batida do tambor para receber o benção do meu Senhor. Cheguei na hora e a roda começou. A brincadeira da galera tem valor. Quero mexer com a batida do tambor para receber o benção do meu Senhor. Abre o caminho, me deixa passar. A vida boa eu vou encontrar. O amor verdadeiro vai me inspirar. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar. Abre o caminho, me deixa passar. A vida boa eu vou encontrar. O amor verdadeiro vai me inspirar. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar. Abre o caminho, me deixa passar. A vida boa eu vou encontrar. O amor verdadeiro vai me inspirar. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar. Abre o caminho, me deixa passar. A vida boa eu vou encontrar. O amor verdadeiro vai me inspirar. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar.
Oh yeah, sick. So yeah, that was the Oyobi mix. So that's the group in Australia that Q was talking about. And then now we're gonna listen to the version that I did. And this one was, as Q was saying, he was sending out stuff and trying to do kind of like this. It's like not really a remix, but it's approached more of like a remix perspective because you have parts of it and people are creating these new productions without having a real original production. It's just a super cool way to go about doing things, I think. And when I had done something and I had sent it back to him kind of as a sketch, like the main part, I had like an A part and a B part, which in my world is the two big ass sections of a track, not really like traditional A and B. And he was like, oh, this needs some violin, because what he sent had no violin. It was just like him giving the melodic, lyrical, and all that rhythmic idea. So when he gave back the violin, it was just a done deal. You're not gonna hear that in this clip, but it's all good. You're gonna hear the meat and potatoes in the A part. So here, yeah.
What was the point of all that? We're not gonna hear it.
Yeah, but the point is that it comes out on September 18th. So if you want to hear the part with the violin,
doing there. I see what you're doing.
you see, you gotta leave them with something, Carlos.
I see what you're doing.
You're living in this free world. We're just giving everything away, bro. We gotta rope them in, man. People now want to hear what he did with the violin. So, you know,
That's
anyways.
good. I like it. Those of you that are on Facebook, go ahead and share this and tell your friends we're on live right now. All right, let's go.
Please do. Okay, so here's the Coflo version. Shig it. Let's go.
Chega na hora e a roda começou. A brincadeira da galera tem valor. Quero mexer com a batida do tambor para receber o benção do Monsenhor. Chega na hora e a roda começou. A brincadeira da galera tem valor. Quero mexer com a batida do tambor para receber o benção do Monsenhor. Abre o caminho, me deixa passar. Abre a boa, eu vou encontrar. O amor verdadeiro vai me inspirar. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar. O amor verdadeiro vai me inspirar. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar. Cheguei na hora e a roda começou. A brincadeira da galera tem valor. Quero mexer com a batida do tambor para receber o benção do meu Senhor. Cheguei na hora e a roda começou. A brincadeira da galera tem valor. Quero mexer com a batida do tambor para receber o benção do meu Senhor. Abre o caminho e deixa passar. A vida boa eu vou encontrar. O amor verdadeiro vai me inspirar. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar.
Abre o caminho e deixa passar. A vida boa eu vou encontrar.
O amor verdadeiro vai me inspirar. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar. Não vou parar, nunca vou parar.
Oh yeah, there it is, there it is. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So we did have someone ask in the chat, what is he saying? So Q kind of had talked about that before. So if you're tuning in late, don't worry, this will all be archived. YouTube.com/Ocha Records. It'll also be on Twitch.tv/Carlos Mena. So no stress, you can go back and hear what Q is talking about and all that good stuff. So thank you so much, Q. You're more than welcome to stay on and listen and hang out with us. But you know, if you got to jump, bro, I know you're a busy guy, you're getting ready to go camping. Virtual Burning Man and stuff is going on.
Oh, yeah.
So so if you got a dip, bro, you know, please, you know, head on out and I'll see you next week before you leave.
Yes,
brother.
Thank you
you
guys.
so much,
Thank
bro.
you. Love y'all.
Love you,
Yeah,
brother.
definitely.
Tune in.
Love you, brother. All right.
Ashe.
Ashe. Ashe.
That's it.
That
All
was
right.
lovely. Way to start
Yeah.
the show with two
Yeah.
inspirational joints. That was hot.
Yes, sir. Okay. So now let's see. We got. So this guy is definitely becoming more and more a part of the family with every vibe. That picture is an awesome picture of him too, with the Cohiba. Danny Cohiba, Danny Cohiba out of Spain, who's blessed us with a 3-track EP recently. It was absolutely fantastic. He has a new tune coming out called, or a 2-track, kind of like a 2-take on a track called Babalu Night and also Babalu Piano. And we don't have a release date for it yet. So once again, you're getting a early sneak peek to something that we don't know when exactly about is coming out. But Danny is, man, he's been such a pleasure to work with, such an easygoing guy. He's been doing music for over 20 years, and you can tell with just the range of sounds and things that he does. So we've already spoke highly about him before, and if you're brand new to Danny, check out his back catalog. He definitely does some really awesome stuff. So here is a little sneak preview of Babalu Night. have it. There you
Nice.
have it.
I like that. I like that.
Yes, yes. Like I said, Danny is definitely one of those guys that always look forward to when I get an email or a message from him, and he's like, "Hey, I might have something Ocho might like." So we got to get him on doing some remix work as well. Hopefully
Shout
for
out to
next
Danny.
year. All right, so this next guy is a new friend.
Quick note.
Oh yeah.
To everybody that is going to be watching this later on, all the producers that ask us to give them something to remix. Here's my suggestion: is that if there's something, if we prefer something that inspires you. So if you go through the catalog, find something that you think you would like to remix, then reach out to us and say, hey, I'd like to remix this song. And if the parts are available, we're happy to oblige, and if it makes sense. Otherwise, we'll know that you want to remix something. If we have something that we think might fit you, then we'll ask you if you want to remix something else. But if you have something, it helps if you have something in mind, instead of just asking us to let you remix something. Okay.
Yes, that's actually that's a good PSA, because life is busy. As you could see, if you tuned in early, Carlos is in between dinner and work with a bowl of popcorn. So
it's gone, son. I killed it.
That's how busy it is out here in these quarantine streets. Okay, so now we're gonna
shout out to Torin Edmond. Shout out to Fire Dancer BK. Shout out to DJ Butter ATL. Shout out to Rama Mahesh and everybody else in the chat.
Gia.
Tell your friends, all right? Share it with your friends. Go on Instagram, go on Facebook, let them know we live.
Let them know. So next we have a new friend. So this is a guy that came to Ocha by way of me wanting to understand how this dude was recording percussion. And I reached out to a label that I had bought a number of pieces of vinyl from, and a big fan of the label. And I reached out and I said, hey, would you mind introducing me to this guy? Because I love everything that he does, and I would love to nerd out with him on some like recording, production questions if he's that type of guy. Long story short, the introduction was made. He is just a super cool guy. His name is Leroy. He's comes from France now by the way of UK, and he does a wider range of music from kind of your broken beat Brook stuff to disco funk to what you would consider like modern day kind of house, deep house, what have you. Just a really musical ear, plays a bunch of different instruments. He's a big synth guy, which is really cool because it's always nice when you have like a nice warm sound and something eclectic. So anyways, me and him have been working on some there's your synth vibe for you. So anyways, me and him have been working on stuff, and got him introduced to Carlos, and they got stuff going on. And we of course had a project in mind that we thought this might be a good remix for him, and it's by oops, I didn't put the banner up. But we have a previous release, Azteca, by Ayala out of Italy. We got Leroy to come in and bless it up. So, so here you go. Here is the Leroy take on on Azteca. Yes, yes, there it is. Um, I super enjoy his music. His music always has such a nice bounce, and that's like one of those things that I'm envious of because I feel like sometimes I get a bounce and I don't know how it happened, and he seems to always make it happen. Um, so I'm looking forward to releasing that one. We don't have a date for that, so there you have it. Let's see, what do we got up next?
Let's
here?
name 10 producers that have bounce.
Name 10?
Yeah. Jimster.
Jibster for sure.
Oshunlade,
Ashunlade.
when he wants to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like he doesn't always need
No,
to have
when he
a
wants
bounce.
to, though.
Yeah. Ajaz when he wants to, he can
Yeah.
have like a wicked bounce. Sinbad is like the king of
Yeah.
bounce. It's only
Yeah.
like obviously it's almost like broken a lot of the times.
Yep.
Oh man, Cecil only can bounce. I don't think he can do anything else. Like who else has like wicked bounce? Sometimes Charisma used to have wicked bounce. It kind of depends, right? Like sometimes it's like it's kind of like a be more, kind of like straight ahead, but then sometimes it's like super bouncy.
The king of bounce, DJ Spinna.
Spinna definitely has the galactic bounce. It has no gravity, or not that we know in science is gravity. Like he definitely has got something going on. Yeah, and there's oh man, there's more. There's lots more. Yeah, I like Henry Wu's like electronic stuff before
Yeah.
like he was doing like all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
live.
yeah.
Had a lot of bounce. That project that he did with K15, the Wu 15 project.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wicked one. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good enough for people. For people who don't know any of those people, go look them up, and you now have endless amounts of music to look through and listen to. All right. So next up.
Shaka Jamal repping the town.
Hey, Shaka Jamal, what's good, brother?
Shaka Jamal repping the town.
So this is so this next one's a new project from DJ Red Eye, who's based out of Dallas, and Ancient Deep, who's obviously a lot of you folks already know Ancient Deep and the endless projects that they've done with us and many other fantastic
Is there a
people.
new one on Track Source right now?
Oh, we're getting to that.
Oh, we're playing. Wait. We're playing the new one.
Yes, we are.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah. So this song got released middle of last month. So we're dipping slightly into the past, and it's good to highlight this one because sometimes I feel like with new production duos and things, especially with people who already kind of have some momentum and a name, people are looking for them, and then they do new things as a collective or whatever, and people kind of miss it. And these are like those gems that I love to find in the digging for something like hot that people are just sleeping on or have looked over because they haven't dug enough. And this project, Reed, again, Red Eye and Ancient Deep, kind of representing that Dallas connection. Super hot track. Lovely percussion, right kind of groove. You be the judge of it. Here we go.
To the rhythm. To the rhythm.
sick track.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, let us know in the chat too what you guys think of the tracks too. So I see some of y'all commenting. So, and keep sharing this with your friends on Facebook. Let them know we're on here live. Anybody's into house music, post it on your Instagram stories. We're gonna be here for a minute playing some tunes. I'm glad you like that one.
All right, next up we have this is super duper new. Releasing, well, technically you can get it right now on TrackSource because they're somehow always like 12 hours ahead of where we're at. Right now on TrackSource, exclusive promo for the next week. Official promo releases is tomorrow, the 4th, but it'll be available there. And then after, like everything else in the Ocha catalog, well, for the most part, everything else in the Ocha catalog, you'll be able to find it on any digital download store or streaming website that you may be into. So if you're not familiar, yep, in Bandcamp. So if you're not familiar with the catalog, go ahead and hop onto one of those sites, because I know the streaming stuff, it's kind of hard to find like a label's catalog. So we suggest going to like Bandcamp or TrackSource or Beatport or one of your other like more house music DJ friendly sites. Look up the label, look at our catalog, and if you are someone who streams music, you can start going in and grabbing the tunes and putting them in your streaming playlist, because it's a little easier to find what Ocha's doing on those sites than just the streaming sites. So there's a little digger's tip for you. So cool.
Digital diggers tip.
The digital digger vibes are where it's at right now. I could teach a seminar, like a 3-week course.
No dusty fingers there.
No. Stupid.
Some severe eye strain.
That's gonna be the next track. No dusty fingers digging digitally. That's the new
Eye strain.
just high Comcast bills, just high internet bills. So this one, this track called "I'm Gonna Change." This has got that like classic bounce, feel good, lift your hands in the air vibe to it. This is by one half of Ancient Deep, William from Ancient Deep, or Bill from Ancient Deep. This is his new solo project called Sacred Heart. So super dope that we get to be the first to release the first Sacred Heart project. He's got like some really hot stuff coming. I'm pretty sure more coming the end of this year, but then also I know for sure early next year as well. He's just like, he's a machine, and it's super cool that he has a new solo project. So get familiar with the name, but you probably know Ancient Deep. So again, it's just half of that team right here making it happen. So here is I'm Gonna Change by Sacred Heart. Bam. Wait for it. I was you know what I was trying to do, but it's just in the wrong folder. I'll make sure I upload it for next time. But I was looking for Rosie, but she's in the wrong brand. I don't want to switch out everything and turn everything off.
Perfect Rosie song.
We'll have Rosie. For those who know about the Bembe Rose. I was about to say Rose Jack. The Rosie Jack. You'll you'll find that inside joke funny. If not, you'll see next time. Um, all right,
Somebody
so
said, "Play it again, please."
you got. Hey, you could go on Tracksource right now and get your very own copy.
You can get it on Tracksource right now.
You head over to Tracksource and get your copy.
That joint is fire.
Yeah,
How's
he
my
did it.
voice, man? I got like 4 plugins going on right now.
It sounds
saucy, right?
it sounds better than mine. I can guarantee I'm talking through a $80 webcam. So that's what you get right now. Carlos sounds official, and then I sound super boo boo. Hold
The
on.
word is janky.
Yeah, the word is modern day Zoom conference.
Word.
That's what it is.
But that's
All
not
right.
true because you can do this on your Zoom conference and sound tasty.
No, that's true. But I'm just saying, everybody's running out to Amazon and getting their $50 webcam. Mine's
True.
a little nicer than that, but still sounds like a doo-doo squat. So I'll get. All right,
let's
cool.
Let's get the right label.
Right. Oh, what the heck happened here? Sorry, guys. We're entitled to one food bar each thing. Did I not click? Oh, what happened? Oh, shoot. There we go. So, Ricky Alves, I think it's Alves. I didn't ask him for phonetics. It's either Alves or Alves. But this is our first project with him. He's been making music for a while, and he does a lot of deep stuff, a lot of kind of what I think a lot of a new generation of people are starting to call Afro tech, where you have these ideas that are heavy percussive and polyrhythmic elements kind of mixed in with more of like a synthetic sound. And this project with Ricky is super cool. And I was listening to some of his back catalog and kind of the range of like cool deep and synthetic stuff that he's done. He's definitely somebody worth checking out and seeing some of the more recent work that he's done. And this is also first Ocha project. It's like I think maybe the first or second group of producers that I know that have had like their own projects, not like remix projects from Angola. So super cool to have someone from Luanda, Angola, bringing a project to Ocha. Yeah, and this dude's got his own vibe. The project is a 3-track EP called The Beginning. It's going to be out September 11th. This particular track that we're going to play is just one of the tracks in the EP, and it's called Lost in the Forest. So here you go. Yeah, there you have it. Sorry, I could barely hear you, bro.
That's because I had my mic turned down. I said that's some
There you
late night turn off the lights type stuff.
Yeah, he's definitely the whole project's super dope. It gives some different. There's some different vibes on it too.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, you look for it September 11th. It's good. It's gonna be good. All right. So
And Dila says the keeper of the African sound, my brother Ricky Alves.
there you
Alves.
go. There you go.
Hey,
All right. So now we're gonna let Carlos talk about this one here because it's
yeah.
only fitting.
Classic. Yeah, this song, first of all, a beautiful song written by Azelle and performed by Tamara Wellens. Azelle wrote the lyrics. I'm not sure Tamara created the lyrics, but he wrote it. And yeah, decided to put a remix package together and reached out to some some dope remixers, and I think all the remixes are dope, but this one just took off. D-Tron just did his thing on this. Those of you familiar with D-Tron, definitely not the typical style that you would find on Ocha, but he came through and did his thing, which, we're always trying to like not stick to just one thing. So I was very happy to be able to get him on the project, and this remix turned out phenomenal.
And this was release number 10,
Yep.
and this came out pretty much exactly 10 years ago. So definitely really cool to dig back in the vault. There's like not a single flat track in all of the catalog. And when we're dipping back into these years, it's like we have some anthems as far as I'm concerned. So here you go. Let's hear what D-Tron did with In My Lifetime by Ezel featuring Tamara Wellens. Super dope.
Oh yeah, that works in the club every time.
Yeah, it's definitely he was ahead of his time for that vibe, for sure. That song definitely marks it. All right, we got one more in the preview list.
Shout out to Tamara Wellens. Shout out to Ezel.
That old school Ocha family. So, So this one here, this is a super dope song.
Oh yeah.
We've had this song ready for release for such a long time, and as a label who works with a lot of different artists that tries to work with eclectic ideas with kind of staple, it's gonna hit tracks and everything in between. We come up against a lot of really good projects with a lot of really amazing people, and it's hard for us to like just get stuff out as quickly as possible. And sometimes it's about like putting it at the right time of year, the right opportunity in between the right releases, maybe depending on what we have going on. As some of you as fans of Ocha Records may know, we release weekly, and if something doesn't come out every week, it's usually just a hiccup in the system, and it usually isn't our workflow or our artists. So just so much good prolific music coming from what we're trying to do and these great people. And this project here out on Ocha Manzanzi is going to be coming out the 25th, and it's long overdue for release. And we have already another project in the works with Coconella, and it's probably some other featured artists that he's working with. So this Vildu Danza featuring Sasanda Nilsson. What a cool track. Hope you'd like it. Check it out.
Vad ska hända här nu? Vill du dansa med mig? Ta chansen att dansa. Yeah.
Super
Nice.
dope. What
Nice
a good,
one.
What a good tune that is.
Yeah, that's hot.
Um, yeah, it's so. That's all we get to give you for this listening session.
What?
That's it. Hey, we let you hear 10 tunes, and
Oh,
only what was it? Only like
Wow.
2 or 3 of them have come out in the past. So we gave you at least 7
Word.
brand new tunes. And some of them don't even
7
have
brand
release
new
dates.
tunes.
They don't have album art. They don't have catalog numbers. So it's we gave you a good little run, I think, in my opinion.
What else? What else do we have on Traxos right now? There's another tune out there, right?
So here, I'll pull up. Let me do it this way for folks. Hold on. This is how mobile we are. Check this out.
Mobile.
This is how we
Yeah.
do.
Yes,
How-
sir.
That's how we do. Check this out. Boom! Look at that. So, for those of you who've never been on Traxxers before, let me show you a little something. Especially for those folks that aren't like in the DJ digging for music life. If you go up here and you type in Ocha Records or Ocha Manzanzi, which I'll show you in a second, you get a little search, and in the search results you have this thing here that says labels. And you click on that guy, and then bam, here's all of the Ocha Records releases. See, there's that Ricky Alves pre-order. The Sacred Heart just launched on promo. We have a top 10. It's like number 5 or 6 or 7 on the Afro House charts with I Am Your DJ. That's Morena from South Africa. The Hector Romero and Ayala remix, just crushing. This month or this last
Featuring
month
Carlos
was.
Mena.
Oh yeah, well, who cares about that guy? He didn't do much for that song. Kaz Mateo and Sal Negro have a really cool. I love super deep ethereal stuff. It's just got like a wave of sound, and the Yeah Yeah Ya that they did is a super dope track. We showed you the Speaking in Tongues. We launched a new artist on Ocha, New Man Here, with a crushing, like heavy big sound system, percussive kind of progressive tune. Carlos Francisco out of northern Brazil with his Aura track is beautiful, and of course Alton Miller, Amazed Make It. It was a really good last month of tunes, just the summer in general. So we got a bunch of stuff here, and if you don't have everything here, right? Because for those who don't know or don't understand, and I understand that not everybody's digging in the same way, Ocha Manzanzi is our South African imprint where we focus exclusively on South African artists, collectives, compilations, and those featured artists and such. So
And
you
there's
have
some
a
fire
whole
on there, including one
Yeah.
of the biggest songs of the year
yes
from
yeah
DJ
so many
Kabila.
yeah Kabila's Somanyama, just a huge tune. The Manu remix, smashing, just such a big tune this year. Gonna be like probably like the lockdown tune for a lot of people of 2020. So a silver lining definitely in that realm. But we have on here is like a whole nother chasm of just brilliant music, and so many producers, and I don't want to overstep my bounds because it's not like the Ocha Manzanzi project is something I conceived, but like when Ocha Manzanzi came to be and I was already a fan of Ocha Records, it was really cool for me to be able to like discover artists that my friends weren't talking about. Being here in California, it's like you would hear the same producers, DJs, etc. And like following a label like Manzanzi, you would see a whole bunch of people that I'd never heard of, and you get to hear a whole new group of sounds. You get to find new takes on things. You get to become fans of new artists. So this is this isn't like sometimes I hear people say, oh, it's like the label of the label, like the minor leagues label, or like it's not the same imprint. Like Ocha's like the big powerhouse. That's not the case. Not even close. And if Somanyama doesn't ring true to that with how big that tune was, like Ocha Manzanzi is its own powerhouse, and we're really proud of all the South African artists that are constantly demoing and looking to be a part of the project. So Thank you so much for you guys' support there. And if you're not familiar with it, I'm letting you know right now. Ocha Manzazi right there. Go check it out.
Yep. And for those of you that are, what was I going to say? For those of you that are producers and, trying to send music, you send your music to Coflo at Ocha Records.
Yes. So we have I can put it on the screen here for you. Oh, do you? Okay, cool. There you go. Bam. So send me.
Send your demos to Coflo.
But
Don't
here's the
email
thing.
me. Don't text me. Don't DM me. Because
Yeah,
all I do is I either send it to him or ignore it. So I suggest you send it to Coflo.
So you can send your demos to me. I highly suggest treating your demos like something that you're proud of, and not just sending me an MP3 attached to an email with no title, description, or anything about who you are or what you're doing. Be proud of your music. Take the time to write something to me. I'm like one of those weird A&R people that actually look through every single thing that I get and read every single item. So to me, like, I treat it as a real human being on the other end, not just a piece of music that hits my inbox. So show.
And-
Yes, go ahead.
No, sorry. I just want to add a couple more things. For those of you who are not artists and just love the music, please write us. Let us know that you're digging the tunes. We would love to hear back from you guys. We're putting out music every week, so we're running 100 miles an hour. So if your feedback is invaluable. Let us know when you love a song. Support it. If you look at Coflo's shirt, that right there, Black Lives Matter shirt, all the proceeds from that shirt go to and NAACP Legal Defense Fund. So you can pick that shirt up at ocharecords.com. And this shirt right here that I'm wearing, Carlos Mena Radio Hour shirt, is also available on the Ocha Records website. And all the funds from that shirt go to me. Nah, the funds go to the label. We use this money to sign songs. We're signing some beautiful music that you guys are gonna enjoy. Some bigger artists that we haven't, we've been doing a lot of underground artists, but we're also gonna start putting out some things by some established artists, and so that's gonna help fund some of these projects that we're working on. So pick up. We got different kinds of Ocha shirts, different colors, different styles. We got backpacks, we got bags, we got fanny packs, we got hats, all that good stuff. So if you want to support the label, that's the place to go. Go to ocharecords.com and then go to the merchandising page.
Dope. Well, that is it. Is there any other words of wisdom you want to leave with besides all the good stuff you just said, Carlos?
What's that?
I said, do you want to leave them with any other words of wisdom before we sign off?
No. Love you guys.
Cool.
Stay safe. And have a beautiful rest of your week. Have a beautiful weekend. We have so much music, so we'll be back again soon with another listening session.
Yep. Thank you so much. Keep supporting the vibes. If you're watching on Twitch, hit subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe. If you're on Facebook, share it. And let's keep it rolling. So peace from Cali, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.